Hello, everybody. Welcome. Can you hear me? Let me know if my audio is okay. Good morning. Thank you. Good morning to Europe. 1 hour earlier than you guys are used to. Hi, Meow. Hi, Rocket Science. I like your username. Deesjin, Hungry Plate, Os Cooper, Red Nation. Hi, everyone on Twitch chat. Welcome to round 9, which is the last round of this tournament. And I'm trying to end on something positive. But she is facing the final boss of this tournament, who is the strongest player here and who's on the way to win. Hi, Double Jared. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you. Let me take a quick look at the opening. It was the Italian. This is exactly mainline classical theory until bishop a7. Like, these 7 moves have been played, I don't know, millions of times. Let me take a quick look. Hi, YouTube chat. Welcome. Good to see you guys too. Aksha, Julian is back. Good to see you every day, man. I hope I'm right. Hi, Houston. We have a problem. Well, not yet. I hope Roberto Carlos has a problem later. So yeah, position is pretty straightforward, pretty common. Okay, knight a3 is not as common. It's still been played, but it's not as common anymore. Normally what people play here is knight bd2. You want to reroute the knight via f1 to g3 and f5. That's the plan. That f5 square is very good for the knight to sit on, because black does not want to give up bishop, the light squared bishop, for that knight. And white's light squared bishop on c4 is one of the most important pieces in this game. For example, you see black has castled, which means the f7 pawn is pinned. And white usually takes advantage of this with the bishop. Anyway, I expect Anna-Maja to go knight c2 or even h3 to stop something coming to g4. Hi, Beta Wolfie. This tournament is happening Sierra de la Zahara, I think. I didn't mess up the words. It's a place south of Spain, a closed round-robin tournament that she got invited to, where she could have gotten a norm, but doesn't have enough points for it. As you can see, the score is pretty rough. But anyway, she's like everyone else had time to prepare against her, but she didn't get to because she was playing in Iceland before this. But it's okay. She's taking it as she goes, because within 2 weeks she's starting another tournament in Spain, and that will be a lot of fun to follow because it's an open. There's other streamers. It's great. Good morning, ugly bass player. Bishop g5. Bishop g5 seems okay. Usually we do that to bait h6, and then it depends on how you want to play the position. Some retreat the bishop, some keep it there. It depends. Baiting h6 g5 is good for white, usually. But she needs to get her pieces out as well. Like the knight on a3 needs to be in the game. Unless it wants to go to b5, but I'm not sure. So knight e7 to g6 to f4 is the counter idea for black. And with this move now, this move order, we have currently left Masters database, as in no top GMs or Masters have played this position. But it's okay. Hi, Ema Prima. Sorry, I keep seeing YouTube chat a bit later than Twitch. Anna Rudolph, I don't think she's active OTB nowadays, or recently in a few years even. Or I could be wrong, but I haven't heard about her playing. Akshraj, yes, this it's a common opening, but the move order is a little skewed. Yeah, if anything, you guys can check out the links in the description. The pairings, games, everything's on there. If you want more information and if you want to talk to Anna-Maja herself, she's very active on the Discord server. You can also join that from the link down below. And yeah, we have a lot of discussion every day about games and everything else. Oh, hi, Hera Parrot. That's a pleasant surprise. This early morning, I say early morning, and I look at the clock and it's past 6 p.m. It was a little jarring to me because the round started earlier and I wasn't ready. Even in my announcement, I said the time was 1 hour later. DST always gets me, especially because we don't change clocks with them. PMDs. D's what? Wait, what? PMD, no. You don't say that. I hope that's an inside joke. Yes, their clocks change. So currently they are. Oh, wait, here, parent, you're probably at a different time from me too. My God, I hate this. Yes, you are. You're like half an hour behind me. It's so bad. Okay, so uh, Europe, well, Anna-Maja is 9 hours behind me, 8.5 hours behind you. Yes, for us it's 6:14 p.m. Nice streak going on there, Pawn March Destroyer. Yesterday she played the fantasy. She got completely winning positions. She should have gone like 4 out of 4 with the fantasy, man. It was so sad to see her drop points and just draw yesterday. Yeah, see, it's 9:14 in Germany. Uh, I didn't just get up. I woke up a few hours ago. But yeah, hello, Matthew. Yes, that's exactly what we're talking about. Even I got confused by it and I announced an hour later. And then I realized it's this because she told me she's going to the playing hall. And poof. Yeah, on the pinned message, it was wrong earlier because, see, Matthew, our clocks don't change. We don't change at the same time. Our daylight saving is next week. So currently, only you guys went an hour ahead. But anyway, nobody will miss out so much. The first hour is usually theory, and you guys come in and see the juice of the position, of course. How are you guys doing? And yeah, people on YouTube, where are you? What time zone are you watching from? Did the clocks change where you are too, or are they going to? Yes, heir apparent. That is another thing that gets to me as well. But thankfully, I don't have a lot of people there. Well, not so much. The whole DSD system, I don't like it. 10:15. 10:15. Where is it 10:15? So you must be a little east of Europe, an hour ahead of CEST. Right. Right on. Yes, Hairpin, please. Like, if everyone on the world is in one time zone, it'll make so much sense, right? Like, People will be having sunrise at 9 p.m. Mia, how about you tell us where you are? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't mind. Oh, cool. Stockholm must also have CEST, right? Nice. Yep, that is correct. 1 hour forward indeed. And the weird thing is for us here down under, mm, next week we're gonna switch our clocks 1 hour behind. So we're gonna go back 1 hour because our summertime ends. Crazy. Crazy. Anyway, we have a move. So rook e1 has been played with the usual idea of sometimes defending e4, but usually making a square for the knight on f1. So knight goes to c2. Well, sorry, from b1 it goes to d2 and f1. But right now, she's cooking something. She's getting her pieces out to where they're supposed to be, and we take it from there. This game will get spicy, I suppose, in the next 1.5 hours. Remember, chat, even a draw here does well for her elo, but a win here would really fix a lot of things. Even though her overall score is going to be minus, like see, she's at minus 34. Winning here will give her. Okay, I don't know anymore. But he is like very high rated, 2400 plus. He's the strongest player in this tournament. We call him the final boss. So let's see what final boss does. Well, it's 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 mixed feelings. On one hand, she is loving coming back to the grind, and her mental's been kind of better than before. Like she's like, if this was not a double round every day, she'd be completely fine. Like the losses are okay, but she's not taking it too harsh on herself like it used to before because she knows that she's getting playable positions, but things go wrong in like unfortunate situations, one move blunders, time scrambles, etc. But as for the games, they're fine, even though some are just thrown. I think it's mainly because of the schedule here. Firstly, this is a closed round robin. They all had time to prepare against her for weeks, maybe months. But she was so busy with events in Reykjavik and stuff before this, she didn't have time to prepare against anyone. You need to prepare against them like way in advance. Um, and the schedule doesn't help. It's really brutal. I mean, yes, she's keeping active and she's not really physically tired only from the chess, but there's like so many other things to do, and she's by herself. All this streaming every day, double rounds, it all adds up. It's very tired after Reykjavik, traveling. Like she came back from Iceland, then she had to play a league game, a classical Dutch league game, and then within 2 3 days she had to fly here, and then she's traveling again, traveling elsewhere. There's a lot going on, so I think a breather would do, but okay. I mean, she also likes to keep busy playing in tournaments anyway. This was just, I think, one speed bump on the road where she gets the experience. She knows what it's like dipping her feet back into the harsh tournaments again. Because I know she doesn't like, well, she doesn't have a good recent memory of closed round robin tournament. Anyway, yes, yes, Matthew, correct. Okay, so the bishop has gone back to b3. Interesting, interesting idea. I think this is done because normally bishop on c8 goes to e6 to counter that strong diagonal. And in that case, white would like to tuck the bishop on c2 just to strengthen the center and keep that bishop going because black has put their pawns on dark squares, as you can see, c7, d6, e5, and the light squares have some holes in them, which is what the minor pieces of white try to exploit. Like the bishop, the knight will come in, f5 is a juicy looking outpost. It's good. Mm, yes, Matthew, that is correct. I mean, she can play a lot of good chess, and I know she's taking it as best as she should. But at the end of the day, you know that chess, like the end really justifies the means. The result, nothing like a bad win is better than a really good game played that ends in a draw or a loss. You know, at the end of the day, it is results, numbers, ratings, elos that counts. Uh, if it's taken over the long run. So yeah, she does regret. She feels a little bad about missing some opportunities, but this is still okay. Like this is part of the journey. This is part of the road. Like she can't really get to where she wants to without tournament like this. So these setbacks are temporary. It's not something she will hold on to. Even saying this bear looks dangerous. I mean, he is. Final boss is the strongest bear here. Shoes? I don't know. What shoes are you talking about? Matthew, yes, that is correct. He is getting stronger as a player, and this is important. Like in the long run, this is the way to go, of course. But that doesn't mean you don't feel bad about your losses because she threw games too. You can't be blind to her performance as well. Like she could have done better in some places, and she does feel bad about it. But it's not something that she needs to hold on to, and she knows that, which is good. That's the takeaway I think that I take. That she's playing better every time, and gradually it will improve, and she'll get where she needs to be. Oh, when was the Prague tournament? She hasn't played this year. Of course, there was no. Mm, I don't think she played in Prague last year. I know she played in Munich. She played in Romania. She played in Valencia. She went to Uzbekistan. She was in Iceland, and now she's here. Before Iceland, no, she did not play Prague this year. This year, January, she was in Vaikanze. That's Tata Steel Chess in January. In February, she was at home, I think, chilling, studying. And in March was Reykjavik. And here is this one from the 9th of April. I'll make the command like after today. From 9th of April, she starts playing in Formentera, which is another island in Spain. Mm, That's another open Swiss. And after that, I don't know what tournament she has lined up, but I'm sure there are some, like later in the summer. Because she said this year she really wants to travel, play tournaments, and study chess. Like the road to WGM is a real one. Vlad, that's a good question. I don't know. Do they have an airport? I mean, it's off of Ibiza. I believe we can fly into Ibiza, right? Ibiza has an airport, right? Tell me they do. I think they should. They must. I mean, how else does everyone get there? Okay, boat is possible. Why not? Okay, Ibiza, yeah. If Ibiza has an airport, then it should be okay. Like there must be like daily boats and stuff. Formentera is a very pretty island. Like it's the lesser visited island in that area, and it's very beautiful. I've seen pictures. It's nice. Right. Yes. Correct. A ferry sounds more plausible. Menorca. Isn't GM Solver somewhere near there? Menorca. Was it? No, sorry. Menorca is the island. Oh, that's Alicante. Yeah. He's on the coast. He's on the other. He's on the mainland. Okay. I think GM Solver is there. Yes. There's some tournament he's playing right now in Spain, if I'm not mistaken. Sure. Domestic flights are. It depends. Cas Kacper Piorum. He is a great player. He has some very nice and simple wins. Kacper. Vlad, I am not sure. I am not sure of Ketty's streaming setup. I don't know if she is going to invest in that or if she has plans to stream. But if she does, it'll be interesting. But yeah, we'll have to have the broadcast on our end. You know, to like switchboards and everything. It'd be nice to follow a few of them. You know, like with you and your virtual cam. Sure, we can tell her. It is a nice place. And it'd be great to follow games of multiple people at once. It's great when streamers play OTB. Mm-hmm. When is your game, Vlad? Don't you have like games today as well? And how are you doing in the tournament? Santos, yes, you should. I've never been there, but you should. Hey, 3.5 out of 6 is great. Oof. Wait, in 30 minutes? Like, total game time was 30 minutes? Man, wow. GG. Just Vlad things, right? Just Vlad things. People play rapid games longer than his classical games. Alright, so I guess your win was nice and simple. Hello, Abi. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Is the prediction not on? Matthew, I swear I made it. Is it over? Guys, there's like barely any points, but should I restart it? There's like 2K on it. Hello, giant pixels. Welcome. Too fast. I put it for 30 minutes. You know what? I'll do it again. You know what? I'll do it again. Wait, what? No, no. That hurts. See, I'm not the kind of guy to back up my WhatsApp. Like, I don't back up on Google Drive. I actually don't. Because I don't want to keep a lot of chats. But when I'm changing phones, before that, I would like export a few and wipe. When I start a new phone, I um, like to start fresh. No, okay, losing the key. Yeah, that's rough. Ouch, guys. I will do the prediction again. Okay, if you bet, just rebet now because nobody was around. Um, here you go. Giant Pixels, I have a question for you. Are you gonna, are you on Team Bucks or are you on Team Blue and Nerd? That means, are you going to do the thing? It's okay. Who has been commentating on Jesse's streams? Is it Screws? I haven't seen, sorry. Vlad, who is Charlize? Is it Theron? The only Charlize I know is Charlize Theron. Anna-Maja up on the clock. Yay. Okay, he has gone H6. Ooh, that's such good news, man. I love it when people get into chess. Makes me feel proud. Who are we gonna have playing chess next? Zendaya? Imagine. WGM Zendaya. That'd be something. Yes, Matthew. Good one. Yesterday we had 3 streams. DST sucks. Agreed. They should abolish DST altogether. It's not cool. Exams, probably. Hmm. Well, isn't that Spanish people sleep schedule? I hear they take their siestas seriously. 9 hours on free days. Nice. Yes, Vlad, I agree with your last statement completely. Uni life has changed. Well, okay, it wasn't really good in high school either. Because why sleep when you can do other more interesting things, right? We used to play so many games, so much stuff used to happen, all the fun stuff. Who needs sleep? And then that continued over to uni life as well, where you sleep even lesser. And yeah, the habit has set in. 3 to 10 sounds good. You know, the most sleepy I feel, it's perfect. Like my body just every part of my body wants to sleep well, very nice. It's right after sunrise. It's really bad, but it's just how I've become now. Roberto Carlos grew hair. I thought he was bald. But yo, that free kick, like one for the ages, man. One for the ages. Santos, yes, I am very much a night owl. I am living on European time zone, like most of you, and I'm living well currently like from today 9 hours ahead. That Roberto Carlos free kick, oh my god! I didn't see it live, but okay, I don't think I used I could I don't think I understood football then. Okay, when even was it? I don't know. All right, good luck, Vlad. GL with your last games. Get some nice and simple wins. All right, East Coast of USA. Nice. Sorry, Matthew. Um, I'm just walking around my room. Imagine she asked for an autograph. I would do it. You know what? I'm sure this guy he gets a lot of Roberto Carlos jokes and references, like for sure. Or maybe you know what? I might even bet his like he was named after the legend Roberto Carlos. 3:40 a.m. Wow. It is 6:40 p.m. Pair apparent. Roberto Carlos is only one of the most legendary football players ever. He's Brazilian. He's a World Cup winner. But he's most well most well known, or how do I say, most popular, or what he's known most for is this one free kick that he took versus France in I forgot what tournament this was, where he defies physics. It's it's mad. I can't tell you. Her parent, just go YouTube, Google Roberto Carlos free kick. That's it. You need to watch like only a few seconds of this clip, and please explain that to me how it happens. It's a, it's just one kick. It's from near the half center, near the center. Oh my god, I'm losing words. He kicks the ball, it goes away in a direction that's like to the side, and everyone thinks it's going away out of the stadium. But then it curves all around and goes inside the goal, leaves the keeper watching, and nobody moved. It's something else. Having said that, I'm also gonna yeet out of this because I need to go out for a little bit. But I will be back after a while. Maybe someone else will be here soon. If not, I will be back right after. Um, hang around, chill, keep supporting, keep watching, and take care, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. It's time for a new voice in your head for commentary. My name is Giant Pixels. I don't know a lot about chess, but maybe I can entertain you in other ways. But first of all, can you hear me? Yes, perfect. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. Good morning, Nedlong, Abby, Blue Boy, Shoreditch. Welcome, everyone. We are watching Anna-Maja in the final round of okay, I'm going to try to pronounce this. Bugs Lion told us the other day how we should pronounce the name of the tournament. And it's something like Magistral Villa de Zahara. And at first I thought it was Il Magistral, but actually I found out the other day that's actually the Roman numeral 3. So it's the third Magistral Villa de Zahara tournament, I guess. You hear Dutch accent, you hear correctly. Yeah, that's something that I cannot do anything about. So my name is Giant Pixels. I'm also from the Netherlands, just like Anna-Maja. Anna-Maja is playing Roberto Carlos Gomez Lero in this round, and he is a international master from Cuba, born in 1985. So he's 38 or 39 years old. And I heard that he can still win this tournament if he wins today's game. So most of the other games have already been drawn. Most of the players were probably fed up with the early round, even more so after daylight savings kicked in this morning. It's very early for everyone. But this game is still going on, and also the game of Sara Gigeli, Anna-Maja's opponent from yesterday. That game is also still going on. And all the other games have already ended in a draw. Probably because there are no norms available anymore anyway, because of the results. So everyone was just fine and called it a draw, and probably went back to bed to do some more sleeping. When will we finally abolish daylight savings? Yeah, that's a date I would be looking forward to as well. I do not fare well on daylight savings. The entire week after daylight savings started, it's just horrible, right? Okay, do you really not know anything about chess? Well, I know a little bit. I play from time to time on chess.com. My rating is 1000, 1100, something like that. So yeah, I'm not the person to tell you plans and ideas in this position. But I know a little bit. So I'm hoping and I'm counting on you in chat to help me out a little bit. And of course, I have engine moves as well. But is it really fun to just blurt out engine moves without knowing the ideas behind them? So I have my coffee. That will probably help wake me up a little bit. Engine lines show us the ideas. Yeah, that's probably true. If you look at an engine line and then look a couple of moves ahead, right? So currently the engine looks like it wants to open the center. And also get rid of that bishop on a7 in the near future. That's what the engine is suggesting right now. So there are many pieces in the way, but that bishop on a7 is kind of staring at white's king. Another idea that the engine is suggesting is to get rid of that knight on f4 and then move a bit of play to the king side. Meanwhile, if we quickly look at Zahara Jijeri's game, the only other one still going on, Anna-Maja's opponent from yesterday, it's sort of equal, plus 1.5, but she, again, just like yesterday, she seems to be fighting on. So I wonder if I wonder what Anna-Maja thinks of having the one opponent that can still win the entire tournament and thus will push for a win on this early morning round. I wonder if she wants to go for a win herself, or if she would have been fine with a draw on this morning so that she could go and rest. The tournament has been very tiring with double rounds every single day. So the engine is saying that Anna-Maja should take on e5. That's the top engine move, but there's not a lot of difference. There are a couple of engine moves that are quite similar. Bishop d2 is another one, and h4 is the third one. I see a bit of a heated discussion in chat about when Blitz and Bullet actually started. It's still early morning. Please calm down a little bit. We're all still getting awake. We're still waking up. And we're here to watch Anna-Maja's game mostly. So yeah, the engine really wants them to break open the center indeed. And I do wonder how worried Anna-Maja really is about that bishop on a7 being lined up with the king. Or if it's not really a problem at all. It is a plan that the engine is suggesting to get rid of that bishop after a couple of moves. But maybe it's not that much of an issue as I think it is, I'm not sure. Good morning, Mats. Welcome. Have you also been suffering from daylight savings? Mats, you slept like a baby. That's nice to hear. That's better sleep than everyone in this tournament. So for the people who are just entering, all games of this morning have already ended in draws. Everyone probably too tired to play with daylight savings, and since there are no norms to be given out anyway, they just decided they would end it early and go back to bed. Anna-Maja's game is still going on. Her opponent can still win the entire tournament if he wins the game. So he is going to push for a win. He's going to really try. And also, Anna-Maja's opponent from yesterday, Zahara Gigeli, is also still playing. She's very, very down on time. Value full set. The French, yes, Zahara Gigeli, she is on 23 minutes right now, while her opponent still has 59 minutes on the clock. And the engine also favors her opponent. But she's a fighter. We've seen that yesterday. So we will see how that game ends. Meanwhile, Anna-Maja is also taking some time to think how to proceed in this position. And Anna-Maja plays d takes e5. What was the idea behind bishop c6 and not pushing the c-pawn? I guess to add an additional attacker, or to add the first attacker, to attack e4. Black recaptures promptly, d takes e5. And now there is an option to take that bishop on a7. But Anna-Maja could also complete development and bring one of her rooks to the center. But she decides to capture the bishop instead. And her opponent promptly recaptures with the rook. So at least now that bishop that was looking at the king along the diagonal is gone. Weirdly enough, the engine is now suggesting two, in my eyes, random king moves. King h2 or king h1. I would say those are useful moves to get out of the sight of that bishop, but that bishop is now gone. So why would moving the king be useful now? Maybe to add an additional defender to h3. So yeah, the top move indeed is h4 according to the engine. But the other two moves I'm seeing here are these king moves. Anna-Maja decides to bring the rook to the center, take that open file, which is a good move as well. So yeah, she is suddenly playing a few moves fast. So I guess she took a little bit of time to do some calculation. And then when her opponent played exactly the move she calculated, then she can just move the next couple of moves quickly. And the engine says it's fairly equal indeed. King h2 and g3 is a common maneuver. All right. That I did not know. Opponent decides to go back with the rooks to have them connected again. Another idea the engine was suggesting was knight to e7, probably to get rid of Anna-Maja's pesky knight on f5. I can imagine it's super annoying to have that knight there. It's limiting some pieces, controlling quite some squares in black's territory. But Gomez later decides to connect the rooks again. And now Anna-Maja plays h4, going for an attack on the king side. So now what could be the plans for black? The engine suggests retreating either of the knights or trying to challenge that open d file that Anna-Maja currently has a rook on. We're playing rook d8. What's the engine move if knight e7? We can try that out. Knight e7. And then the engine says knight e3. And the engine also says plus 0.6. So what was still an idea, one move back or two moves back, I believe. Knight to e7 to get rid of that knight on f5. Apparently now is good for Anna-Maja. So the evaluation has changed there a little bit. When we compare it to a couple of moves back. Her opponent does not play knight e7, but plays rook a to d8 instead, challenging that open d file. And while Anna-Maja can take that rook on d8, the engine also suggests just ignore it and play g3, attack that knight, because just as Anna-Maja has this annoying knight on f5, her opponent also has a very annoying knight on f4. Chess.com also says the cow is an opening. Really? Did they add the cow as an opening there? Oh, that's amazing. Chess with openings, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for your compliment. That's so nice to hear. So is chess.com now slowly adding all these, well, how shall we call them? All these openings? All these, can we call them toy openings without being rude? So the bomb cloud, the cow, what other openings do we have? Unorthodox openings, nice. That's a nice word for it, Blue Boy, thanks. And you're right, Blue Boy, we've never spoken before, so hello. The hippo, the goose. I'm going to check afterwards if all of these openings are in chess.com's database now. Now I'm curious. It would be fun, and also also to have the opening Explorer database to see which moves the masters played in these openings. That would be fun to look at. The crab. So Anna-Maja did play g3, which was the top move by the engine. So now it's for black to decide, do they retreat the knight? Do they capture the rook on d1? Anyway, the engine suggests, please black retreat the knight. Engine is favoring Anna-Maja right now, plus 0.5. Yeah, black's attack maybe is vanishing. There is no way anymore for black to get the queen in there, to get the queen on the king side. The knight is being forced back, so this is all looking very nice. One of the other suggestions that the engine gives is counterattacking White's knight by bishop to d7. But Roberto decides to just retreat the knight. Apparently, we are still missing tiger, cat, and dog openings. Well, I would say it's time to invent them. Right? Let's go and invent these openings. But that's true. I believe the hippo was there before streaming really took off, right? And the hedgehog, wasn't that also an opening already? Here we have a suggestion to play the DG and B pawns for the doggo goes bark opening. I'm not sure how good that is, but it's an idea. So Anna-Maja plays bishop to d5. And the engine is not suggesting rook takes. It looks like the engine has gotten a bit scared. Because next to bishop takes d5, it's also suggesting bishop d7 and knight f8, retreating even more. So going into full defense. So Anna-Maja is really putting up the pressure on him right now, not giving away that win easily. Another opening there, orangutan, has been around for a long time. And so I guess there are many animal openings already. Also, next to openings, we have also all these streamer gambits that we've been introduced to, right? Lotus gambit, Caesarian gambit. Alien gambit, that's quite a new one, I believe. Can someone tell me what the alien gambit is? I have heard the name, but I'm not sure what it actually is gambiting. I also saw a question in chat about which knight to f8. The engine is suggesting G to f8. The alien gambit is named after witty alien from Bulgaria. But what does it gambit? Because we have Botus gambit gambiting the queen, Khazarian gambit gambiting the rook. So does the alien gambit then gambit a bishop or a knight or a pawn perhaps? It's knight taking the f7 pawn. Ah. That's a very specific gambit. All right. Good morning, Bossman. Welcome. So let's go over this again for all the people who have joined lately. We are watching Anna-Maja play in the final round of the, and I'm going to attempt it again, the Magistral via the Zahara tournament. I haven't seen Bucks in chat yet to confirm or deny if this is the correct pronunciation. Anna-Maja is playing Roberto Carlos Gomez Ledo, an international master from Cuba, who is still in contention to win the entire tournament if he wins this game. So he will be pushing, but Anna-Maja is doing all right. Position is equalish. All the other games have already ended in draws, except for one next to this game. Anna-Maja's opponent from yesterday, Zahara Gigeli, is also still fighting. Fighting against FIDE master Serafin Moral Garcia. That game is also still going on. And he is on 3 out of 8. Zahara Gigeli on 0.5 out of 8. And all the other games have already ended in draws. And the players have probably returned to bed because it's an early morning round and daylight savings has started over here in Europe. So it's even earlier than normal. Yes, Zahara Gigeli's opponent, so the other game that's still going on, her opponent is Serafin Moral Garcia, and he is on 3 out of 8. Anna-Maja's current opponent, Roberto Carlos Gomez Ledo, is on 6 out of 8, and he can still win the tournament. No, I was talking about the other game for a bit. The game of Zahara Gigeli against Serafin Moral Garcia. Sarah is on 0.5 out of 8 and Serafin Moral Garcia on 3 out of 8. Anna-Maja is on 2 out of 8 as we can see, and her opponent is on 6 out of 8. And like I said, he can still win the tournament if he wins this game. So he won't settle for an early draw. He doesn't want to go to bed and catch up on some more sleep. He wants to win the tournament, I guess. But Anna-Maja is not making it easy for him. A couple of quick moves happened. So in black did take the bishop on d5. Anna-Maja recaptured with the rook. Black recaptured with the rook, and then Anna-Maja recaptured with the e-pawn. And then we are back at the position we see on the screen right now. So let me quickly head over to chess result. So international master Marcelo Panelo is currently on 7 points. He is an international master from Argentina. He drew his game this morning. He's on 7 points. If Gomez Ledo wins this game, he will also be on 7 points. And then the first tiebreak is the direct encounter. So let's see what happens there. Let me quickly find it. And that was a draw. Okay, then the second tiebreak is the number of wins, including forfeits and buys. That will also be equal if he wins this game. So then we get to the Sonneborn-Berger tiebreak variable, and I don't know how to calculate that. So we'll just have to see. Marcelo Panello did draw his game this morning, so he did decide to leave it to this game to see whether he wins the tournament or not. He could have also pushed this morning, perhaps, and then he would be on 7.5 points and be the definite winner. But Panello decided to go for a draw. So that allowed Gomes Ledo to put up a fight to still win the tournament. Goodbye, Blue Boy, and enjoy your day. How long in advance do the players in these norm tournaments know the other players? Is it common to do a lot of opening prep since you know? Yes, it is common to do a lot of opening prep. And most of these players have been preparing against Anna-Maja. Anna-Maja was still in Reykjavik last week, so she didn't have a lot of time to prepare herself. And after knight to c5, the engine suggests that Anna-Maja move her knight back to d2 for some defending. Wait, Blue Boy, GP exposing me? What did I do? Wait, no, I said have a nice day. Oh, this was probably my accent messing things up. But so you just exposed yourself, Blue Boy. Enjoy your date. And Rainer Roger runs, a day is a date in the calendar. You are correct. Save the day. Save the day for Blue Boy. Enjoy. Bonjour, NavSS06. Welcome to the stream. Anna-Maja's score so far is 2 out of 8. And her opponent is from Cuba, indeed. Her opponent is International Master Roberto Carlos Gomez Ledo, an international master from Cuba, born in 1985. Yes, Manny, this is the final day. This is the final round of the tournament. And Anna-Maja currently is on 2 out of 8. Sean, welcome. Hello, what does the winner get? That's a good question. Let's see if we can quickly look that up. I'm actually not sure. So I am on the organizer's website right now, but it is in Spanish. I do not know Spanish. Where's Bugs when you need him? The winner probably gets a trophy or a medal or something. Let me see. Can I translate this website? Bugs will be in bed. Yeah, also suffering from daylight saving, just like me. So I can't quickly find out what the winner gets. Maybe some Googling helps. Sometimes in title norm, all play alls, there aren't any prizes. Okay, well that could be the case as well. You cheated the system and got it 1 hour later. That's super smart, Sean. That is super smart. Yeah, Bossman, I had the same. I woke up and I thought, what? Is it this late already? Oh no. And then there are also a couple of clocks in the house that do not update automatically. So now I probably have to find the manual again to figure out how to update the time on my oven. It's just the same every 6 months, right? And you think, I've done it a couple of times now, I've had this oven for a couple of years, you think one time you remember, but no. I need the manual every single time. Wait, I'm getting a hint. Top right of the organizers page, click on Buscar. Then select English. Wait. I am not seeing this. Maybe if I type English in there. No se ha encontrado nada. Oh, I know what nada means. It means nothing. It only works with Chrome. Okay. Why are they making this so difficult? Let's see. Also, the overview on chess.com does not tell us if there are prizes. Nix also means nothing in Spanish. Is that true? Well, nix also means nothing in Dutch. That's a nice coincidence. Also, the Spanish people, they have this. Oh, in German. Yeah, okay. Okay, you got me confused there for a second. It's not easy to find out. Yeah, that's. I'm also figuring out that it's not easy to find out. But there's a link in chat. Let's see. Oh, look. But wait. Isn't this for a different tournament? This looks like to be in, like it's in August. Tournament Sevilla in August. Yes, Santos. I'm Dutch too, just like Anna-Maja, indeed. Um, let's see. I'm still Googling, still clicking all the links. So maybe it is like Los Cooper said. Maybe there are no prizes. Maybe the prizes are the norms if you win them. And there are no other prizes because it's very difficult figuring out. I mean, on the other link that Shoreditch just sent for a different tournament, it told you just right in there, these are the prizes. It's in your face. And well, since it's so hard to find them for this tournament, maybe there aren't any. There are just the norms if you manage to win them. Also, Fly You Fools, you're right, the IMs are already being paid. They don't need prizes. So the IMs are being paid to play in this tournament to offer other players the chance to gain some IM norms. So it does make sense that there would not be additional prizes next to these payments. Let's see. I am also seeing that I missed a lot of follows since I started commentating. Thanks everyone for following the stream. So nix is the same as German for nothing. I don't think, I believe it's nichts in German, right? It's not nix with a X. I don't think so. Das stimmt. Thank you. Thank you, I guess, German people for helping me out here. Yeah. So let's have a look at the game again. Anna-Maja played queen to g4, and then her opponent now played e4. And the engine is not liking the looks of this at all. Currently saying -2. And Anna-Maja plays knight 3 to d4 quite fast. So if you go a couple of moves back, before Anna-Maja played king to g2, the engine wanted her to move the f3 knight somewhere, or play b4. Probably some defensive maneuver, and that is the knight that she now did move, but apparently it's less good with the king on g2. Queen to e5. And meanwhile, if we look at the other game, Zahara Dijali, it's still going on. Zahara at 6 minutes at the clock currently, and her opponent, I think at 40 minutes. The clock just vanished for me. Let me refresh. 45 minutes, yeah. So these, Anna-Maja's game and the game of her opponent from yesterday, Zahara Dijali, these are the only two games that are still going on. As I said earlier, but maybe if you joined later you haven't heard this yet, Anna-Maja's opponent can still win the tournament if he wins today's game. So that's why he's pushing. He's not settling for an early draw like all the other players have. They've probably gone back to bed, get some additional sleep after this early morning round after daylight savings. But not Anna-Maja's opponent. He wants to win because then he still has a chance of winning this tournament. And I believe I saw the third, someone calculated the third tiebreak in chat. Let me see, 7th Seas Mariner. If I'm not mistaken, the leader's SB point is 26.5 and Anna-Maja's opponent is 24.25. So even if he wins, it will be 26.25, so he will be placed second. Interesting. So if those calculations are correct, then her opponent is second already, regardless of the outcome of this game. It's not early morning in Europe, no. Sure that you are correct. It's 11:45 in the meantime. But it's summertime, so in real time it's only 10:45. We've been here a little while. It's super early morning when the game started. The game started at 9 o'clock. And I'm not even sure how late did Anna-Maja's game end yesterday. Was it 8 o'clock? 9? Even I'm not sure. But yeah, it could be a short night. He should agree to a draw and give Anna some rating. Yeah, that would be the nice thing to do. But I guess he's not looking to give away rating himself either. I see the suggestion of B4 in chat. This is not one of the 3 top engine moves at the moment, I can say that. So we need to defend the pawn on d5, right? And the engine is suggesting to do that by knight to e3 or by playing c4. And b4 earlier. Yeah, the engine did suggest b4 earlier. I remembered that. But not in the current position. Do you have Flemish in the Netherlands for a language? Not in the Netherlands. That's actually in Belgium. There they speak Flemish, which is quite understandable for people from the Netherlands and the other way around. So we can go to Belgium and the Belgians can come to the Netherlands and we can understand each other just fine, mostly. I'm not sure Anna would take a draw. She said to win. Maybe you could ask her after the game if she joins us and if I'm still here at that moment. I will write your question down, Jan, so I won't forget it. may have been inclined to offer a draw if Anna had been needing that for a norm, but that clearly is not the case, so he will play for the win. Yeah, that makes sense too. They're not here to just hand out the norms for free, right? If Anna-Maja did lose a game by not showing up, then her opponent would have received 2.5 SB and be placed first. But Anna-Maja is not going to not show up, right? She's here to play. Southwest part of Holland. I don't think they speak Flemish there. Exactly. Anna-Maja is here to win. So I see knight d3 suggested in chat. That is a possible move. Attacking the rook. So after knight d3, the engine says rook to e3. And then it actually wants to exchange knights by going knight to e7. But that's not the top engine move, by the way. But it's one of the lines that I'm seeing on my screen here. And her opponent plays knight to e7 immediately. So now let's see what Anna-Maja does here. Taking is one of the suggestions. F4. F4 is actually one of the suggestions as well. F4, queen f6, and then knight takes e7. That's the second engine line, indeed. He must be tired. Everyone is tired. So this tournament has been 9 rounds, double rounds every single day. And then the one day that there's not a double round, it starts super, super early thanks to daylight saving. So it's been a grueling tournament. I guess everyone is tired. That's the reason for all the early draws, I guess. Also, there are no norms to be won anymore due to the standings. So most of the players just took that early draw and decided to take a nap. Time management off the board is just as important as on the board. I can imagine, yeah. If you have a morning round, don't go and party until late in the evening. No, but that's, no, I can imagine having a good schedule. And of course, going to a party is a super extreme example, but just keeping good sleep, taking naps in between the rounds, or maybe, yeah, just doing some resting. So I can imagine if you have a morning round and then you do preparations for the afternoon round in between, then maybe you're already tired starting the afternoon round. So maybe it's better to just rest. I don't know. Could be. So I see a line in chat, knight takes knight, rook takes knight, and then knight f3. Because then attacking the queen, and the pawn can't capture because it is pinned to that same queen. Time management off the board is why professional chess players take seconds to tournaments. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And also Anna-Maja has been saying she also needed to set up the stream twice a day. She's made agreements with the organizers that she would stream every single game of hers. And also I just saw on chess results that there are always a couple of links to the homepage of the organizer, to the live games, etc. There's also a YouTube link on chess results, and that leads to Anna-Maja's YouTube channel. So that's quite nice. So she has made agreements to stream every round. And yeah, that requires setting up the camera and everything before every single round. And that costs time as well, right? So that's what makes it even harder. Anna needs a second and a cameraman. Yeah, I believe she has been thinking about that a little bit. So I'm seeing this top engine move, and I haven't seen it in chat yet. So maybe it's just a computer move that no human would ever make. It's knight b3. And to my 1000 rated brain, it does look weird because you remove the last defender from the f5 knight. So it seems to be free, but then if black captures, then you can capture on c5. That's also free at that point. So maybe it's okay. Because you have time to capture the other knight. It's just a trade. Yeah, the other knight is free as well. We are losing the camera for a bit. This happened earlier in the tournament as well, and then it came back after a couple of seconds. So let's see if that happens again today. And otherwise we'll be stuck with just the board to look at. Knight b3 feels way riskier than knight takes e7. Yeah, that's what I would say too. So it could be just an impossible engine move. Engines don't have feelings, right? They are also not tired. They don't suffer from daylight savings. So knight takes e7 could be the human move. Knight b3 is completely ridiculous, says Thinker Teacher. Hello, good morning. I don't think I've said hi yet. Yeah. So it doesn't seem like the camera is coming back. Earlier in the tournament, it was just gone for, well, maybe 10 seconds, and then it came back by itself. But it looks like we don't have that luxury right now. So we're going to have to make do with just the board. Advance to the rear. So knight f3 loses to e takes f3, check. And then we have an undefended rook that is attacked. That makes sense. Yes. And also again, after knight f3, also the f5 knight is unprotected. So we have created, or we have given our opponent a double attack, perhaps with knight f3. So I'm seeing a line. I think I can play it out, check what the engine thinks. Knight takes e7, rook takes e7, and then knight b5, and then f5. And that's actually all right. Yeah. Engine approves. The evaluation remains sort of the same as it is in the current position. So knight takes e7 and rook takes e7 have both been played. And now, how does Anna-Maja proceed? So knight to b3. And black comes in with the knight. Knight to d3. White proceeds by taking the king. Yeah, that's good advice. Okay, before we get into extreme time scrambles, Anna-Maja is still at 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Before we get into extreme time scrambles, I'm going to take a little toilet break. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back in a couple of minutes. See you soon. Hello again, everyone. I'm back from my quick toilet break. I also brought some new coffee. I only had one cup this morning, so I could use a second one. Let's see what I missed in the meantime. So yeah, when I left, knight to d3 was just played. Here we have rook e3, the move we have been looking at earlier as well. And then b6, queen to e2, and now f5. f5 was also mentioned earlier as an idea. And the engine is liking this less and less for Anna-Maja. Thank you, Checkout Lee, for welcoming me back. Why f5? It's such a waste. Just play queen takes b2 and trade queens. b2 is undefended right now, attacked twice and defended only once. f5 secures the center. It secures the e4 pawn. Thank you very much, Gamer1029, for cheering 10 bits. And thanks again for all the follows that I missed. Also, thanks for the daily tax. I saw some daily tax redemptions. So, before the previous move, I'm looking at the engine right now. f5 was the top engine move. And I guess it does secure that pawn on e4 a bit more. And currently, the engine does not care about the b2 pawn being undefended. So it's suggesting different moves, but none of them add a defender to the b2 pawn. Anna-Maja plays king to f1. It's a pity we don't have the camera right now. Would be interesting to see the players' postures, to see how they are looking. But well, there's nothing we can do. And I see in chat f4, f3 check is a problem. Well, f3 check is off the books now. So maybe that's why Anna-Maja played king to f1 to prevent f3 from ever happening. f4 is currently the top engine move, so pushing that f-pawn. But also capturing on b2 is an option. And the other two engine moves that I see are what to me are random king moves. King f8 or king f7. There are always, at least to my 1000 rated brain, right? The top players always make these random king moves at some point in the game. They're probably not random. They probably have a good reason, but it's just not visible to me. And the engine is actually suggesting not as top moves, but third and fourth engine moves are king f8 and king f7. Welcome back, Blue Boy. f4, g takes f4, knight takes f4, and then, yeah. We'll see what Roberto will play now. So again, for everyone who joined late, we are watching Anna-Maja play the final round of Magistral Villa de Zahara tournament in Spain. She's playing Roberto Carlos Gomez Lero, an international master from Cuba, who is on 6 out of 8. and who we thought was still in contention to win the tournament. But someone in chat did some tie-break calculation for us earlier in the stream, and it looks like he will end up as second in this tournament, regardless of the outcome of this game. But maybe he doesn't know yet. He doesn't know that yet, and he is going to push for a win regardless. He's on 6 out of 8. The current leader in the tournament is on 7 out of 8. So it could be that he thinks that there are still chances. Also, the game of Anna-Maja's opponent from yesterday, Zahara Jejeli, is still going on. And all the other games have quite early in the day ended in draws. So these are the only 2 games that are still going on. Sarah, as we've seen yesterday, is a fighter. She doesn't take quick draws. And, well, Roberto Carlos Gomez Ledo maybe thinks he can still win the tournament. So that's why he's also still playing. I'm hearing an interesting sound here in Discord. Welcome back, Blue Boy.
Hi. Hello. Hi, how are you? How's it going?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm alright. I'm just at home. Sorry, I'm just going home. I'm outside. So I thought I'd check in.
Yeah, it sounded like you're outside.
Yeah, I'm outside. I'm walking home.
So you're just calling.
Yeah, I'm just on the phone.
Yeah, that's nice. Can you see the game?
I'm opening the game on chess.com.
All right.
What happened? I just saw the screen. I saw the evil bar. It's not good. And what's going on? What happened? Was it a blunder? Was it an outplaying or?
It was not a blunder. There were a couple of suboptimal moves in a row, I would say. Just outplayed, I guess. Yeah. So the evaluation.
Not over yet.
Come again?
I mean, it's still not over yet.
It's not over yet. No.
Still complicate. But okay, I just saw the position. The time is a problem.
She has less than a minute on the clock.
Okay. C4. Knight back now takes. Knight B3 was the problem because she wanted to play, but that gives the knight that square. Okay, put in queen battery. King is sure she gives another pawn. Okay, she just pushed C5. I just saw that move now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
okay.
She did.
This may go down. F4. F. Okay, now D5 is hanging as well. Okay, no, D5 is not hanging because we can take the knight. But she can bring the knight. He can play knight C4. No, knight D3 is pretty good. Knight D3 and black can pick up pawns. Okay, let's see where this goes.
And knight D3 was played.
Oh no. I don't see it on chess.com. And it was, I just saw it. Knight B3 played. Maybe she will take on B5? Or no, so D5 is hanging. So I think let's get rid of the D5 weakness. This knight on D3 is very annoying.
Yeah. D5 is hanging. And she plays
she
D6.
Pushed. She plays D6, okay. So takes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, takes. Where does she take the B5? Sorry, B6? Instead of D6, maybe? Maybe that's something.
Yeah, both are possible according to the engine. So good question.
Oh, let's see which step he takes.
And she
Yeah.
takes on b6.
Okay. So she has a passed pawn.
Yes, she does.
Maybe that will mean that will mean something. And also the a5 pawn is hanging now. But I know it shouldn't
is.
mean much. Okay. Just I'm going with copium. Oh no, it's not hanging. Sorry, what am I talking about? Coin defense.
Yes. Rook b7 was played, blocking that pawn. Also, it's
Where-
not defended.
Okay. So there is knight, like copium tactics. Yeah. Knight d2, rook takes b5, knight c4. I still don't think it wins though. Yeah, it doesn't win because there's rook check. Ouch.
And only 40 seconds on the clock.
Oh no.
Some quick thinking is needed here.
I mean, I'm sure both players know black is better, but I don't know if they think it's completely winning, like the engine says. Maybe he'll do something. Okay, f4.
f4.
I mean, practical moves, I guess. Cannot take en
Sure.
passant. Oh, yeah, you can actually.
You can, because taking en passant also attacks white's queen.
The queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you take en passant, you cannot take the black queen. You have to take the pawn back.
Yeah.
Oh, so many good moves for black.
But your opponent is also tired. He has had an advantage before, and he also gave that away earlier in the game.
What do you mean
So
by
who knows?
advantage? Like,
Well,
how much?
advantage. Minus one perhaps, and then it went to plus
Oh.
one, so all equal-ish. Okay, not an advantage like this. He hasn't given that
Right,
away
yeah.
yet. That's true.
Yeah, that's now we need a blunder. We need a miracle.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Maybe he will just leave his queen on e5.
And
No.
he plays the best move.
Queen to c3.
Ouch. Where does the knight go? It doesn't. You don't. Things we have no threats. Knight d2, rook takes b5. And we're getting destroyed. Rook b2 is coming. Ouch.
Yeah.
There's no perpetual even. Like I'm trying to maybe sack the rook for the knight. Pawn takes somehow, and we go check, check, check. It doesn't work. There's no perpetual.
That's too bad. Yeah, knight takes... rook take knight is one of the top engine moves. Also, rook takes e4.
Okay, she's going for practical chances. Look at that. I mean, it's hope chess at this point, but hey, something's better than nothing. Because there's a knight discovery attack now.
Yes.
Discovery check. But he can just take the
And
pawn.
he has all the time in the world to think about
He
this.
can just take the pawn. And he's just attacking the knight twice. Knight has no good discoveries after rook takes b5. Sedge.
This is tough.
Where do we even go? We don't. Rook takes b5, the knight has nowhere to go. Because then rook b2 is coming.
Yeah. Knight is trapped.
I just opened Twitch. You can still hear me, right? Yeah, you should be able to.
I can still hear you. Yeah. Macron is saying one day I'll buy
Okay.
a better microphone for the commentators.
No.
Is it that bad?
Is it that bad? Come on. I'm just on
It's
earphones.
okay,
I'm walking outside in the street. And we're only doing this so that we don't have empty streams. Also, the cam
Yeah.
died again. Like, was Akchat here? What happened?
No, I haven't seen Act yet. The cam died, and I hoped it would come back within a couple of seconds, like it did the other day.
Yeah,
It's just gone.
yeah. Oh man.
And
That's
yeah, I
sad.
haven't
I
even
wonder
seen
what-
Act yet.
Blame Akchat.
We blame him regardless.
Yes. Hi, Matthew. Yes, he's exposing me again. But it's okay for what it's worth. The date was good.
Wait.
He hasn't played yet. Oh, he has. He moved his king. Okay, now what?
Yes.
Now
And
can we
now-
move the
Knight d2.
ID to play?
Mm-hmm.
No. Okay, played just now. She's just making one move game, like one move plays. Knight is attack, move the knight. Ah,
And now the pawn was taken.
rook b5 played. Ouch. This is cleanup game for the IM now. So sad.
Yeah.
I guess Roberto Carlos did his magic once again. Yeah, rook b2 I'm really scared of. I mean, maybe he can still blunder. I don't know, I'd like Anna to play until the end. I'm full on copium today.
Queen f7 has been played.
Okay, she's going in there. She's getting in.
And the chat is
give
suggesting
me
queen c1 check.
Mhm. C1. Yeah, Queen C1, you have to bring the king up to G2. No. Yes. Because if you play king to E2, then there's 21 mate. BRB.
Yeah. But he retreats. Queen back to f6. He didn't play queen c1. No, he played queen to f6. And now Anna-Maja has to decide quickly if she wants a queen trade. I guess not. Queen e8.
Hey. I just got home. Let me join from the PC.
All right. Queen f6 is the move you play when you're like, I am not calculating this, says Swap for Press, but he does have enough time to calculate it out. So that's interesting then. Hello. Queen
Yeah,
a1.
okay.
Check played,
back
king to
home.
g2.
King A1, King G2 has to be played, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because if not, then we have checkmate again.
Yeah. That sneaky knight on d3.
This position is a nightmare. This knight. It's a nightmare with a K.
Nightmare with a K. Wait.
I mean, she's trying to do something,
Yes.
but I don't know if it works. So anything works for black here. Just get active, bring the queen back, bring the knight out. He plays one of the best moves. Rook b2. Ouch.
Yeah.
Okay. defends the knight.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can just gang up on the knight. Queen, yeah, queen d1. Ouch.
Yeah.
So there's no checks. Like he does. The thing is, she doesn't have time for perpetual checks. Like h5 here, if she can get in h5, it's perpetual check.
Yes.
h5, queen g6, queen e8. But she's one move too short because queen d1 comes with a threat of queen e2 check.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, the king can't even hide on h3 because there is knight f2 check. Oh man, that is the killer. What I wanted was now pawn h5, queen takes d e2 check, king hides on h3, so there's no check. Oh, there is one. It's queen g4. Okay, we're hopeless. We're hopeless. I thought like if queen didn't give another check and they took the knight instead, we have perpetual.
Yeah.
But sadly, he plays the only move.
Bringing back the
There's
queen
no
to
check
defend.
now. Knight takes f4 even. Wow. I mean, I would do it. Or just g6. Look at that. Savage.
G6.
It's
Traps the queen, right? G6.
g6 traps the queen.
Yeah. And he plays it, of course.
He plays it. That's harsh, man. That's harsh. Oh well. She played well. She resigned. GG everyone.
Yeah. GG.
Like she ended like we didn't hope for much else. We didn't this was the expected result. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're just glad that the tournament's over. And
Yes.
yeah, we just wish her best luck on the next one.
She has time to rest now.
She has plenty of time to rest and she has like a holiday with her family, I think.
Yeah.
She's gonna come back stronger, chat. Just make sure you support and yeah, wish her all the best. Yeah, I'm just excited for the next tournament now. Round robins are harsh, maybe not for now, but for now I think she can gain in opens in the Dutch league.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and especially with the double rounds and this round being super early with the daylight saving.
Oh yeah,
Tough.
It's very tough, and she had to face the strongest player, the final boss, on the last day after she's tired for 4 days of double rounds. It's harsh.
Exactly.
It's just very unfortunate.
And he also had chances to win the tournament, perhaps, so he would be pushing for a win. Super tough. Yeah.
I mean, she just got outplayed much later in the middle game. It's okay. It's expected. He's not a 2400 IM for nothing.
Exactly.
He's really strong.
Yeah.
Hey. Hello. Welcome. GG.
Oh. GG.
It's okay.
Hello.
You played well. He just did final boss things.
Yeah. Yeah, no worries. The cam hasn't been broken for that long. We had it for most of the game. Yeah.
We're just glad it's over. Now it's time to enjoy and rest and go to the next island.
Exactly.
What are we doing now?
So I guess we're going to raid somewhere.
Let Anna tell us and we will raid whenever she tells us to.
Yes. All right.
Yeah, it was good. It was a great time following the tournament, following the games. Thanks a lot, Anna-Maja, as well, for streaming this for us because you did it by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's great to follow along and, well, cheer you on for your games, even though the results didn't go our way. It's okay, they'll come.
Yeah, it's really fun to be involved this way and cheer you on every single day, root for you.
Yes, and remember for round robins, closed round robins, you need time and preparation. Like prepare physically as well as for the chess. Yes, and Anna-Maja, you like to wing it. It's just that I haven't seen you play a round robin ever. This is the first. Okay, Dutch Women Chess Championship doesn't count. Higher Kramnik. Yeah, I guess there is a lot other factors than just chess preparation. Yes, Macron, we love Kramnik. Look. Yes, I'm around 40 something points, but that's okay. Who needs ELO when you can get norms, right? There were some really good games.
Yeah, and there was a message earlier in chat, I'm struggling to remember it, but there was a message about gaining ELO versus getting norms. Yeah, no, I don't remember it. I'm sorry.
Hey, Bucks. Welcome back.
Bucks, welcome. You missed all my pronunciations of this tournament name. So I never know if I did right.
Yes, Anna-Maja, this is what we feel like right now, by the way. Everyone read the pinned chat message.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thanks, Red Tomato.
The rest and schedule factor is very important. Having no sleep in chess tournament.
Mm-hmm. There was a little
Okay.
bit of discussion earlier in the stream as well about not only time management on the board, but also time management off the board being very important.
That is very important. That is true. Oh my God. The sleep and rest is underrated. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? It sounds like such a cool thing. Time management off the board. Yes.
Oh, thanks, Bucks, for your compliment. Appreciate it.
Oh, yes, GP. This is also the first time that I'm talking to you. And
it is.
It's,
hello.
Yeah, it's
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. The only person I haven't spoken to is Bucks, right? Mm-hmm. Pause champ.
Mm-hmm. Bucks.
Bucks. Are you?
Wait, you have talked to Bucks, Blue?
Yes.
Oh. I haven't.
I mean,
I don't think.
but coming there soon. Anna, are you planning to stream before the next OTB? Is there even time to stream? Gear chess. I don't think that's really necessary about playing in only women's. I mean, if there is a good tournament that she can play at, sure, why not? But there is no need for seeking out women only tournaments for her.
So
recaps.
can we hope for recaps from the beach in Malaga with this nice beach and sea in the background and the palm trees?
Recording a recap on the beach, do it, because why not? Oh, also guys, chat, by the way, this exists. Whoever wants to see more of that, this exists.
Wait, what is that link?
It's Anna-Maja's new video that went up on YouTube. It's the recap for round 1 and 2.
Ah, nice.
Yes, chat. Go and catch up on the tournament over here. It's a pretty decent length of video.
Go click on that link.
I have totally watched all of it.
I also noticed that Anna-Maja's YouTube channel is linked as the official YouTube channel for this tournament on chess results.
Ooh, nice.
Very nice.
Anna, you heard that? Now you better get the recaps in. And okay, as usual, this stream where we're talking and making bad jokes is the official stream for this tournament on chess.com. Yes. I mean, I was reminded of it yesterday, and oh god.
We're going to be famous, Blue Boy.
I guess we're famous now. Yes, Anna, listen to Scooby Dog. He says, sleep a lot. It's good for you. That's coming from me. Please sleep. Sleep more often. It's good for health. Yeah, it's true. It's great when organizers themselves ask out for streamers that want to promote it with their streams. It's only better for the organizers in the tournament. You know, there's no downsides to this really. Queen C1 just wins the knight, right? Yeah. So
yeah,
that's a win.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw it. I mean, imagine Queen C1 and then King E2, Queen E1 checkmate.
Yeah, it was actually made in 10 or something at that point. I saw that the engine saw it.
No, that was the mate, yes. Like, I was trying to figure out hope chess ideas later, but this knight G4 check or some sort of knight check always spoils the action. But then he just went with G6, and yeah, after that, you don't feel like playing anymore. So I suppose he won, right? I guess he did have to beat his most formidable opponent in the last round to win this tournament.
Well,
GG, Roberto Carlos.
We're not sure because there are tie breaks, and someone calculated that the third tie break would not be enough for him to win. So
okay, that's news. That's news. Let's check. So the other game's still going on.
Yes,
And-
Chess results has been updated. He's second with 7 points. He didn't win in the end.
Other game is looking like a draw still. It's like 3 versus 4 and same colored bishops. Oh no, that sounds familiar.
But Sarah with only 30 seconds left.
Yeah, I think we have seen that happen before. She was on
Yeah.
30 seconds for, I think, 30 moves yesterday.
So this game that's still going on can still
Yes.
influence the tiebreak variables.
Of course,
Interesting.
of course. Because you take all the players' final points at the end of the round.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's SB, I think.
Yeah, SB, the Sonneborn-Berger tiebreak variable.
Yep. So best thing is just wait for all the games to end and then check all the points head to head and the scores of your opponents.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else made quick draws, right? Let me look at this. Oh my god,
Yeah.
6-move draw.
Yeah, the other 3 games were finished when I started
Like-
watching even early this morning.
16-move, like quick draw. The other 11-move draw. What is this? I mean, okay, it's true that they didn't have anything to play for,
No.
but wow.
And they were all suffering from the daylight saving and they were like, let me go back to bed, please.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Okay, so for Roberto Carlos to win. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I don't want to get into it because it doesn't matter. Yes, Anna, the weather is great. You know what that means? You should sleep at home because that's how it works. When the weather is not great, you don't. White will still push in this endgame though to try and win. Because he has the extra pawn and he's also much higher rated.
Yes.
He goes for it. Ooh. She has only one drawing move here. Crazy. She needs to get the king
Wow.
close to the e-file.
And everything else loses.
Everything else loses because you get a passer. The thing is, bishop protects the queening square.
She did find the move.
She did play it, yes. But it was the only move.
Oh, people talking about falling asleep on the beach.
Isn't Seraphim the guy you had a knight and pawn endgame? The knight versus pawns endgame? What a game, man. What a game. 3 pawns versus knight and pawn. Wow. So I guess he has a type. Yes, Anna. Every knight versus pawns. Wow. No. Ouch.
Oh.
Ouch. These you scraped off a win and 2 draws. I mean, against him when Anna-Maja drew, Anna-Maja had the moral victory. So I guess that's good enough for us. Goodbye, Matthew. See you next time.
Goodbye. Yeah, chess results currently says FIDE rating -9 for Serafin.
Oh. Ooh. Just end. Because you're not going to be talking anyway. We can watch another commentator that is doing a fine job. Let us know when you want to raid.
I know exactly who you mean, Blue Boy.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out.
Yes, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out.
Anna-Maja, thanks a lot for the whole tournament. It was great following it. Take care. GG's. And chat, see you next time.
See you soon,
Play
everyone.
chess. Sleep well. Sleep well and follow Anna-Maja's YouTube. Make sure you check out all the recaps that are going to come out soon. And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Bye-bye.